Hey everybody, this is a response to the questions asked by TogetherForPeace. Let's see, I had originally downloaded this video to include the question, or to include it in this video, but he so kindly wrote them down in his description, so I'll just read them and then answer them. It'll be easier that way. Okay, are there any values intrinsic to atheism? No, there are not. If so, what are they, and are there any that you have as an atheist that I do not have as a theist? Well, since the answer was no, then I guess that question isn't applicable. Maybe I should explain that a bit. Atheism is simply the rejection of a belief in gods, or just the absence of a belief in gods. It doesn't imply any kind of values at all. Now, values might lead to atheism, but atheism doesn't lead to values. Alright, question 2. As an atheist, what does it mean to value this life? Well, it doesn't mean anything to value this life as an atheist, because atheism does not imply that one values this life. Now, valuing this life can lead to atheism, but atheism does not lead to valuing or not valuing life. They're completely different issues. Question 3. Based upon your response number 2, how do you establish this belief to be true? How do I establish what belief to be true? That atheism and valuing life are separate issues? I think it's pretty self-evident. If you don't understand it, there's something wrong with you. Question 4. Assuming you've established it to be true, is it true for everyone or just you? Okay, well, of course it's true for everyone. Nothing can be true for just one person and not for somebody else. That doesn't make any sense. These questions are weird. Question 5. What implications, if any, does this have on using your value of life as a basis for judging what it means to value this life to others? This is another flawed question, because how I value life has nothing to do with how I judge other people or judge other people's value or lack of value for life. Judgment and life value are completely separate issues. Just because your belief in your God has everything to do with everything else about your life doesn't mean that our non-belief guides everything else in our lives. This is just yet another video where a Christian is displaying his ignorance of atheism. No, I have nothing against you personally, TogetherForPeace. I haven't watched many of your videos. I've heard of you from a lot of other people's channels. But I think you have a lot to learn here about atheism. And I'm not sure you really want to. And on a side note, in your in the description, you are missing a lot of commas down there that would make the questions themselves easier to read. So if you would maybe learn how to use a comma, that would also go a long way towards making yourself more understandable. So those are my answers.